We just want to start off by saying thank you for your support. Thank you for helping TNK TV grow, and thank you for sticking with us and supporting us along the way. We just want to know that we love helping others, and we're glad that you're actually saving some money by purchasing a Fire Stick and watching some of these things for free, and just saving some money, especially on that live TV bill or cable bill or satellite, whatever you might have. So let's go ahead and get started. Whenever you first plug up your Fire Stick, you're going to have to connect to your Wi-Fi connection. So you'll have a couple options, but when you do that, you want to make sure that you connect to your 5G option. I'll show you quickly. You won't have to do this step because yours is automatically going to pop up and say go to network settings. But if you ever had to check your network, you see how that one says 5G? That's the one that you want to connect to. But in my case, in my house, I have an extender. So I have to use my 5G extender. So you want to use the 5G over anything that says 2.4 or 2G because that 5G is going to be a lot faster. Okay, so anytime that you get lost when you're trying to do something on your Fire Stick, you've got on your remote a little button that looks like a house, okay? We're going to click on that house because that house is going to save us every time. So we need to click on the house and actually hold it for 3 seconds. And then we're going to go to the section that says apps. And in order to do that, you're going to click on that round button in the middle. When it pops up, you're probably going to be overwhelmed by all the apps that are on there. But don't worry, you don't have to use all of them. You're only going to use a couple of them, okay? So the ones that you will mainly use are going to be the ones on the top 2 rows. You're going to have your movie apps. You're going to have your live TV apps. You're also going to have a news app, and just some other things. Now, if you still have Netflix and Spotify and things like that, you can sign into your own personal account. But if you don't have those, it's going to ask you to sign up for a subscription. You don't have to do that. So anytime you see something saying, you need a subscription, you might want to back out of that and hit the house button unless you plan on paying for it, okay? Now, if you want to pay for it, that's on you, but just keep in mind, the apps that we do, they don't charge you. The only one that does charge is TNK TV, but you won't get a charge on the actual Fire Stick. That's a bill that you'll pay to our company, and we'll let you know when that's due. So let's go ahead and look at some of the things that we have. We have 3 main movie apps. The one that looks like a B, the one that says Cinema, and then Cyberflix. Our go-to and our recommendation is Cinema. They're pretty much up to date all the time. They're like number 1 on the movie list. People used to use Kodi. I don't use Kodi anymore because it's a lot slower. These are faster. They stand alone. You don't have to wait for a whole bunch of stuff to load. And it doesn't take up a ton of space on your Fire Stick either. So if I click on Cinema, I'm going to go back out because this is what you'll see. You'll get a main screen that has some TV shows and movies on it, okay? The way that you'll know if it's a TV show or a movie is up in the top left corner, you'll see 3 little lines. You'll want to click on those 3 lines. I didn't click on it, my bad. All right, there it is. And you can navigate between if you want to watch TV shows or do you want to watch a movie. This is not for live TV. This is simply like if you're trying to binge watch TV shows or if you are trying to find a movie. So if I went to movies, it automatically defaults to a category called, I think it's going to say most popular or something, but mine is set on thriller because that's what I was looking up next. But you can, change that by going over here to that little arrow, click on it, and you can put it on whatever kind of movie you are looking for. Maybe I just want to know what's popular right now. And this would be the most popular movies that are, as of today. That changes from day to day too. So in order for me to watch it, I'm going to go over and I want to pay attention to the dates that are on it too, because if it hasn't come out yet, then chances are you might not be able to watch it, but there are, times where it does have another date, but you can actually watch it. So let's look at this first one that pulled up, Hard to Kill or Hard Kill. When I click on it, it's going to start spinning. When it's spinning, it's actually thinking, okay? And then you'll see a bunch of things on the right side start popping up and it says streams. Those are going to be how you actually watch your movies. Now, if you look closely, and I'll get up close to it for a second, you can see a little play button right there in the middle. You can use that play button just to get to the movie if you want to, or you can pick your own link or stream. I start by clicking on that to see if it works. Sometimes it does, sometimes it doesn't, but you've also got 64 other, 60, and it's still going, 60 something other ways to watch it. So let's click on that one. And then it's going to ask you, do you want to open with? You just want to click on play. Give it a few seconds to actually think and buffer. Now, sometimes it'll do it more than others, and if it does it for too long, I would just back out of it and choose a different link to watch. So for me, that one took too long. I didn't want to wait that long, so I backed out of it. I'm going to go over and choose one that just says HD. And sometimes too, the higher like the resolution, it'll take a little longer. So we'll see how this one, or how fast this one actually comes up. All right, well, this one came up pretty quick, and you can see it's really clear. Not all of them will be crystal clear like that, just depends on the movie. But we're not going to waste your time and watch a whole movie, so I'm going to back out of it. Okay? But you would use that same method no matter if you're watching a movie or a TV show, okay? So this was the app Cinema. I'm going to click on my house button, hold it down for 3 seconds, and go to apps. Next, we are going to look at Cyberflix. That's probably my second favorite choice. It pulls up very similar to Cinema. You're going to have like random movies or TV shows. I can go over to the top left, click on the 3 lines, and choose if I want to watch a movie or do I want to watch TV shows. When I'm doing that, it's going to need some time to think and update, but up in the top left, or the top, you can see I have that arrow again where I can click and change my categories, okay? It works pretty much the same. So I know that This Is Us, just came back out with a new season. I click on it, but then I'm going to go to the season, and if I wanted to watch the latest one, I would click there. And it asks you, do you want to watch the first episode or the second episode? Let's stick with the first one. But you notice there is no play button like there was in Cinema. The play button's actually all the way over in the top right. And that's where I would click and give it a moment to think. And once it, has done its process, you'll get some links that are going to start popping up, or streams. So they will pop up shortly. And then from there, like there they go, you would just click on the one. I click on the first one. If the first one doesn't work, then I'll go down and click on another one. But that's, you have to kind of test that out yourself. But they will work. So let's back out of that and look at another movie app. Now, I could have just held my home button down for 3 seconds and went to apps, or I could just hit the back arrow to get back out of it. Another one that I use is BeeTV. This is a newer app. It hasn't been out that long, so they've been kind of working on it and redoing some things, but it looks pretty much just like the other two, and it works just like those two. You have your 3 lines in the top left. Click on those to change between movies and TV shows. You've got that drop down arrow to filter out your categories, and then it's the same thing. You're going to get links that pop up, and you click on the links, okay? So I'm not going to go through that in depth, but if you ever have any questions, just hit me or Ty up, and we've got you. All right, so I'm going to exit out of that. Now, on that same screen, you've got some more things there. You've got Tubi TV. That also has movies and TV shows. Tubi won't have your, most up-to-date TV shows. It's going to have some older things, but it's got some pretty cool, movies on there, too, that you can actually watch. And if yours pops up like mine did, you want to click Continue as a guest. Okay, and then I'm just going to keep on skipping through that because I don't want to sign up for anything. Okay, but you can see there, and over on the left, you can switch it between movies or, TV shows. And if you click it, these, I don't believe you actually have to have a link for. It works a little different. But I have a lot of customers that do, love Tubi. So I'm going to go back out of that one. You just kind of got an overview of how that looks. I'm going to click on my house button, hold it for 3 seconds, and go to apps. All right. Another one that you might find useful, IMDb TV. That's another one that you can watch movies and some TV shows on. Again, they're not going to be the live TV one like I was referring to that you might pay for, but it's going to be like some older shows, older movies, but it works fine and you can use that. Okay, same thing. You would just, scroll through what you're trying to watch. But I'm going to back out. That one just automatically started playing. Hold my home button down for 3 seconds. Click on apps. If you are local to us, you'll have WSOC. You'll also have an app called, I forgot about Pluto TV. Pluto TV is live, but you're not, and this one's asking for an update because we don't really use it that much. It's live, but not the live where you're getting pay-per-view and where you're getting, all the movie channels. It's going to have some live channels, but, and they work fine depending on what you want to watch. But it's not that premium live TV like I referred to earlier that's called TNK TV. I will come back to this one because it's updating. So I'm going to hold my home button down and click on apps. All right. Here is another one that people try to say is live TV. Yes, it is live TV. Is it dependable? No. It works fine for the moment. I use it as a backup if something ever happened. But like I said, it's not going to be the best option for you. But like I said, you can most definitely use it if that's what you want to do. But keep in mind, Mobdro is not managed by my husband or I. That's completely a third party thing. So if something doesn't work in there, I can't control it. I can't do anything about it. So that's kind of the way that works. We'll let this one install and then I'll show you how it works. All right, so when this one finishes updating, and yours is probably already updated, you would go to, and you can watch movies and things on here too. You can go to channels, and it's going to pull up, different networks that you've got. It's going to have a ton of, things for you to watch. You just keep going over and over and over. You can click on them. Like, let's say if I wanted to look at USA. I would click it, give it a moment to think. And guys, you have to excuse my Wi-Fi down here. It doesn't work as well as it would upstairs, but it gets the job done. But this takes a whole lot longer to load your channels, and you'll notice that if you ever try to watch Mobdro. Alright, so it took a while, but then it popped on. Looks pretty clear. But like I said, it's not, I can't control this one, and you won't get every channel. And you can see how it's like skipping and kind of buffering. That's kind of common with this app because it is free. So, I'm just going to click on I agree. But let me jump out of this one. Home button down for 3 seconds. And I keep saying that so that you don't forget. That's how you'll get to your apps. Looks like Pluto TV is finally finished. So we're going to click on that one to see, so that you guys can see how that one works. All right, so it has live TV. It's going to be some of the older channels, but it has some, you can find something good on this app as well too, but it's, all up to you what you like to watch. So you have to kind of play around with it. I'm going to back out, hold my home button down, do the same process. All right, now, last but not least, I'm going to show you our TNK TV app. This is the app that we have full control over. This is our own personal app, TNK, Ty and Keisha. If you have any problems with that, you just hit us up and we will take care of it. If there's a channel missing, hit us up. We'll make sure we get it added on there. If there's a channel not working, hit us up. We'll do our best to do what we can do to keep you happy. So, let me go back one step. When you open up TNK TV, you're going to come to a screen that looks similar to this. Now, if you're in our older app, it might look a little different, but the concept is still going to be the same. Up in the top right, there's a button that says Update. You want to make sure that you click on Update every single time you get ready to watch TV. These are fed in through satellite, so, satellite is running out. We don't have a cable line going straight to it, so that keeps your channels, up to date and ready to go. Especially on game day, you got to update. So there is one section that says TV Guide, but you don't actually need that. You just only need the one that says Live TV. So we're going to click there on Live TV, and you will see all the different categories. Now, I do have another video on my channel that explains how to use this particular app, so I'm going to go through it really quickly. So the TNK TV app, over on the left, you've got all of the categories of different channels, okay? For example, we're on USA Entertainment. This is going to be all of your major networks, BET, Lifetime, Crime and Investigation, you got A&E, whatever you can think of, you got it, okay? Moving over, the USA SD is pretty much the USA Entertainment, except it's standard definition. So, and it's also a backup, because sometimes a channel may go down and maybe I can't get to it right at the moment. Go to the USA SD and pick it up from there and watch it that way. You've got your movie networks where you have Cinemax, HBO, Stars, any of those that you might want to watch. Kids networks are here. All your news networks, and those will be where your local channels are too. Okay, you've got your other news networks, sports channels. This is not where the NFL Sunday Ticket is, but this is like the major sports networks like ESPN, NFL Network, the NBA TV. You've got all your college networks. And then down on below, you have NFL Season Pass. You'll also have a section that says live events. It's not showing now because there's actually no live events, meaning pay-per-view events on today while making this video. But any other day, you'll probably see it pop up, usually if it's on the weekends. And then you've got adult channels last. Adult channels are optional if you ever want those taken off, or if you need them added, just let us know. And quickly, I'll show you how it works, but you'll have to watch the other video to go more in depth. If I click on USA Entertainment, let's say if I just go to A&E first, you will see that there is a TV guide at the bottom that tells you what's on, and you can see how much quicker, I'm going to turn this volume down, it pops up versus when we were trying to do it on Mobdro, okay? It's almost immediate. All right, so I'm not going to take too much more of your time. I hope that you enjoy your Fire Stick, but please, if you have questions or something confuses you or you get frustrated or stuck, call one of us so that we can help you. We don't want you to just sit this to the side and not use it because you didn't understand it. You have, it takes practice. Keep practicing it. Call us as many times as you need to. We are here to help you. So, like I said, once again, thank you for supporting TNK TV. Tell your friends and family about us. And we also have lots of referral, discounts. If you refer someone and they subscribe to our TNK TV service, that's $5 off your bill. And each person that you refer, that knocks another $5 off. Now, that's like per month. So, like, say, for example, if you refer 3 people in November, that's $15 off your bill for November. And then if you do that again in December, essentially your bill can be free. It's all about the referrals. And that's what keeps our business going. All right. Well, thank y'all. And again, if you have any questions, just let us know.